We're here at school. My students are out taking an exam, so I thought this would be a great time to go over some paper 2 terms that could show up on your paper 2 exam. One of those key terms could be algorithm. What's an algorithm? An algorithm is simply a series of steps that are followed to get an output. You take input, you process that input, and then you give an output. You do this every single time you write a program. You're writing a series of steps for the computer to follow to get an expected or desired output once you test your program and make sure it's working appropriately. Another keyword is abstraction. This is when we hide complexity from the user. When you use a TV remote, you don't need to know how the internal circuits work. You don't need to know how the infrared transmission works. You push a button, you expect it to work. When we write programs for our users, we want to make sure we're hiding complexity. We want to make it as easy as possible for our users to use. When we write programs, we can use functions such as mid, left, right. We don't need to know exactly the fine tunings of it. We expect left, right, and mid to work based on how we've used it or the format or syntax check of our coding language. The last word you need to know is decomposition. Decomposition is taking a computer program and breaking it down into the small steps. But what would that look like? Well, imagine we want to get a username from the user. That's going to go in its own procedure or function. Maybe we want to do a validation check and see if that's a valid username. That goes in its own procedure or function. So each part of the program is broken down into the smallest steps possible and goes in its own procedure or function. Hope you guys found this helpful. Paper 2, right around the corner. It's on Thursday, May 15th. If you have any questions, please post one below, and I'll do my best to answer it before May 15th. But good luck on your paper 2 exam. I'm sure you guys will do great. We'll see you on the other side.